Good afternoon. Hurricane Agatha makes landfall about an hour or two ago, maybe three. And as you can see, earlier today, people were preparing for Hurricane Agatha as it made its approach to southern Mexico. And Hurricane Agatha made landfall maximum sustained winds of 105 miles per hour, which is a Category 2 landfall. And here in this video, we have some footage as to what happened, and we also have a little quick short part where it talks about this being the earliest ever storm. And here's some footage from Agatha. Good afternoon again. Welcome to another detailed hurricane outlook and discussion. As you can see, before I started the video, I started to show some footage. And Hurricane Agatha has maximum sustained winds of 105 miles per hour, my bad, with a minimum central pressure of 974 miles per hour. And Hurricane Agatha has made landfall in southern Mexico. And I'm about to show you satellite imagery of tropical hurricane, tropical storm hurricane, whatever you want to call it, Agatha. My bad, guys. So it's loading, guys. I'm sorry for that, but it's loading. And now we're gonna be talking about what Hurricane Agatha can potentially do. But look at the satellite imagery. It's 73% loaded. But look at the satellite imagery for Agatha. Agatha really looks menacing. And I have shown footage of Agatha. And it's very, very powerful. Do not underestimate Agatha only because it's a Category 2. Category 2 can be just as dangerous and as bad. And Hurricane Agatha has maximum sustained winds of 105 miles per hour, moving at 8 miles per hour. So the forward motion has really picked up. And it's located 15.7 degrees north and 96.6 degrees west. And here is a picture of where it's located. Now we're going to be taking a look at the different track models. And later on down the line, the Bahamas has to be on the lookout for a potential tropical storm. And I put Cuba, the Bahamas, Florida, Yucatan Peninsula needs to keep a close eye on. Well, the Yucatan Peninsula shouldn't expect much other than rain. If it does not keep its status, rain from the remnants of Agatha, and whether Agatha develops into tropical storm Alex, that's left to see, or whether it can keep its name crossing over, depending on what happens. So, let's take a look at another track model. So, this shows Agatha tracking where it's supposed to be, heading to. And now, as you can see, Agatha is moving along. Look at where Agatha is. So now, guys, sorry, it's kind of raining if you hear any noise in the background. But this is the model and track guidance intensity of Agatha. And look at this. It is expected to weaken, but maintain tropical storm status. Maybe in the next 150 hours, it should be crossing over and maintaining its tropical storm status. Now, guys, we're going to be taking a look at the forecast models, and the GFS and the Euro model is kind of bullish on this one, but we're going to be using the northern Atlantic to see what's going on. And look at it. The GFS kind of shows Agatha dying out, but will it reorganize? That's just left to see. And we're going to just play the models through and to see what's going to happen. Alright, so as you can see, guys, it kind of shows it kind of dissipating, but something else behind it looks like it's going to develop. Now, let's see what happens. Sorry, guys, my Wi-Fi is kind of laggy, but you know, it is what it is. And also, at the end of this video, I still have some more. Have a quick little short video of somebody talking and explaining what's going on, explaining how rare this is. So, guys, look at this. It shows it like it's already made landfall, but now we're just trying to see what else this has to show. So it does show that something else is forming behind it. Now that one there which you see by the tip of Cuba, that's actually tropical storm Agatha, or rather Alex potentially, and it's heading for Cuba. Then something else is developing in the eastern Pacific, maybe a tropical storm or hurricane. We'll see. Now it is kind of not moving because I'm not near the Wi-Fi, and so that's probably why it's not doing. Okay, so in the next 50 hours, it shows something over the Bahamas, and something else looks like that's a high pressure developing, or maybe another system develops. But let's continue to look. I'm moving back and forward just to kind of show you an idea of what is expected. And so, guys, I expect to see we're going to be taking a look at the H.W.A.F, the H-MON models, and maybe the EM, the E, the Euro model as well, to see what else is going to happen. But as you can see in this footage here, you see that blob of red and green by the tip of Cuba is actually Agatha, or a tropical storm forming. And by the way, the National Hurricane Center has highlighted the area by the Yucatan Peninsula as a 40% chance of developing. And now it shows it crossing over. The GFS shows it crossing over and potentially redeveloping while something else is forming. Now the GFS takes it over Cuba, then into the Bahamas. Could the Bahamas be dealing with tropical storm Alex or tropical storm Agatha? Maybe not even Hurricane Agatha or Hurricane Alex or tropical storm Agatha. I think that what's fighting against Agatha when it crosses over is land, and maybe wind shear. Wind shear is a factor later on down the line. If the wind shear lightens up, then Agatha is clear to go because the Gulf has very warm water. And this is the Euro model, by the way. And the Euro model is kind of bullish on this one, but Florida should be on the lookout because of the Euro model, like Florida. And look at this. It's kind of weird to see that happen, but Florida, maybe the Bahamas get some auto rain bands and at times from tropical storm Alex, maybe not, depending on where you're located. So now we're going to be taking a look at the W.A.F. model. So as you can see guys, the W.A.F. is kind of bullish, making this weaken rapidly. If anything, weakening is taking place. And now we're going to be taking a look at the H-MON model next. Before we wrap up this video, the H-MON model, Agatha, and let's wrap up this video. So taking a look at the H-MON model, the H-MON model shows something totally different. It shows that it's made landfall already, which it has with 105 miles per hour wind, and now it is rapidly, now it's weakening, and now it's kind of gaining a little forward motion, and then after it gains forward motion, it will re-emerge into the Atlantic as shown in the H-MON model. So guys, this is just a little bit to digest. Cuba, the Bahamas, Cayman Islands, Florida. This won't impact Texas because there will be a high pressure developing over the Texas region or somewhere in the Gulf. There's a high pressure that is developing that will prevent, along with some wind shear, that will prevent Agatha or Tropical Storm Alex or whatever's left of it from making a headway to Texas and New Orleans region. But I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Please drop a like, and before we end this video, we're going to be showing a little quick video of some footage. Not footage, but it is from footage, but it's also somebody talking. Peace.
Hurricane Agatha made landfall at 4 p.m. Monday just west of Puerto Angel, Mexico, with maximum sustained winds of 105 miles per hour, according to the U.S. National Hurricane Center. This is the earliest a Category 2 storm has made landfall along Mexico's Pacific coast. The local authorities warned of extremely dangerous coastal flooding from storm surge in the state Oaxaca. Heavy rains are expected to continue over southern Mexico through Tuesday. The U.S. National Hurricane Center said the storm was expected to drop 10 to 16 inches of rain on parts of Oaxaca, with isolated maximums of 20 inches. Near Puerto Angel, gusts of wind, heavy rain, and big waves began lashing the beach town of Zipolite. Ominous gray skies and blowing sand cleared beaches in the popular destinations of Puerto Escondido, Puerto Angel, and Huatulco. National emergency officials said they had assembled a task force of more than 9,300 people for the area, and more than 200 shelters were opened as forecasters warned of storm surge and flooding from heavy rains. It is the strongest hurricane on record to make landfall in May in the eastern Pacific.